Oh, my little Bonnie Tyler reference.
There you go.
Was it Bonnie Tyler? Yeah, okay.
Bonnie
Good.
Tyler? There you
Want
go.
to sing it, Betsy?
No. We all know Betsy doesn't sing.
Come on.
Only on special occasions and for big tips, but that's it.
Oh.
That's it. All right, here's a look at the next few hours for us, friends. We do have a rain-snow mix that is going to continue to develop and then change over to snow as colder air begins to fill into the area. It's going to be downright chilly tonight. Lake snow advisory was posted earlier today. It goes through noon tomorrow. Cuyahoga, Lake Geauga, inland Ashtabula counties, and Cuyahoga County, it is mainly eastern Cuyahoga County that we're really kind of narrowing it in on. You can see the lake effect has been picking up. This is just over the last 2 hours. This has gone from nothing to all that you see on the radar right now. Not only that, we are starting to pick out a few bands that are starting to come together, a few random flurries farther to the south. Most of this is still predominantly rain, especially out over the lake. Remember, the lake adds its heat to the atmosphere. But then once it comes inland, especially in the high terrain areas, we're going to start to see it cooling. We're going to start to see the air aloft cooling. That'll kick it over to snow, and that's when we'll probably start to see our accumulations picking up. Keep in mind, lake effect is a wind-driven event. Our surface wind is out of the west, and that is helping to propel the snow from west to east. Keep in mind, that also keeps the immediate lakeshore areas warmer where the wind is coming onshore. So that'd be for you, eastern Cuyahoga County, Lake County, and that's why lakeshore Ashtabula County is not in the advisory. Meanwhile, farther upstream, you can see it's starting to come a little bit more north of just west, so that's a little sign of things to come. Just above the surface, though, at 5,000 feet, the wind is out of the west-southwest. It is just a little bit south. And that little bit of a change in wind direction is enough to kind of keep things in flux right now. That's why our bands are going from that west to west-southwest motion. Later tonight, though, it begins to change. Winds are going to be pivoting, and as the winds pivot, cooler air is moving in. That sets the stage for a more widespread lake effect snow. You can see that pivot taking place right here off of Lake Michigan. It's all going from west, and then all of a sudden you start to see these bands going more northwest to southeast. That's the sign of what is to come. Not only that, that's where the colder air is right now. We are just beginning to cool now for the night, and as that process takes place, as the winds pivot, everything starts to line up. So here's your hour-by-hour forecast from National Design Mart. We do have this band that is setting up offshore. It will begin to sink south late tonight, probably after 9 o'clock. You're first going to start to see the snow falling in Lake and northern Geauga and central Ashtabula County. Then it begins to spread southward. Notice at midnight, it is across most of the lakeshore areas. This is going to come in hard, and it's going to hit hard, but it's not going to last long. So that's kind of where the trade-off comes in our accumulations tonight. If this was going to sit, we were going to be in trouble. By the way, eclipse watchers, 4 a.m., this is what it's going to look like. Not the greatest of chances, but if you're farther south, you got a better chance in the lakeshore areas, that's for sure. By 7 a.m., a lot of the snow should be winding down. That said, secondary streets could be a little slushy still, and especially watch out for your own driveways and steps and decks and stuff. But by noon, there she goes, it's out of here, and we get to see some sunshine in the latter part of the day. The accumulations will be highly variable based on how things are going to roll, but we are expecting some accumulation west, but our bullseye is basically eastern Cuyahoga County suburbs and out into Geauga County, primary snowbelt territory, and that just so happens to also be where the winter weather advisory is in play. Union Home Mortgage forecast, I told you it's a quick hit because we're already going to be warming by the time we hit Saturday, and rain moves in on Sunday. That's our next storm system. That will bring a widespread light accumulating snow to everyone on Monday. Lake effect snow lingers into Tuesday, and by Thanksgiving Day, clouds and sun and 45. It's like nothing happened. We got sports coming up next.